Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hey everybody, my name is Ruth Soltman and this is the Transformational Soul. And I would like to send out an apology for the technical issues we had last week and we were not able to stream live on Facebook, so I do apologize for that. But you can still go to YouTube and check out the video from last week, and it'll be there under Goldylocks Productions or the name of the show. So I want to welcome everybody and thanks for being here. I want to thank you all for your continued support for me and the show. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and participate. And if you're here, please, shout out and say hello so I know you're watching live. Hi, Richard. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. So how's everybody's week been? This energy has just been kicking up, but it's just been fantastic. I have just never felt better. It's been really amazing the way this energy is moving along. And it's just been so interesting. So for the last week or so, I've been getting the nudge to talk about manifesting. And very interestingly, every day I've been guided to do this as well. Every day I've been posting a page from my book, the Metamorphosis A Journey of the Soul. I've been posting it on my book page on Facebook. And the page that they guided me to for today is about, guess what? Manifesting. So that was really great validation that, I'm paying attention and, doing what they're wanting me to do. So I was pretty excited about that. So right before the show, I drew a few cards for the collective. And this first one is from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And this is the card of courage. And this is Archangel Ariel telling us to be courageous and to stand up for what we believe. And when we are trying to manifest, we have to do that. We have to know exactly what we want. We have to be courageous to ask for it and be courageous and faithful to know that it is going to happen. Now, this card here, which is absolutely gorgeous, is from the Rebecca Campbell deck, Work Your Light. And it talks about birthing a new age. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're creating a new world for ourselves. And we do that in many ways. This energy that's been moving in is really helping us to clear out some of the old clutter. And for a lot of us, it's making us feel really great. This last card I have here, let's see what deck this is from. The Gateway Oracle cards, and this says sharing of yourself. And we have to share of ourselves and give of ourselves, and many times that is what brings us joy. And all of these things kind of coincide together. And we are going to be working on some manifesting today, and we are going to be talking a lot about that today. So let's see who we got here. We've got Nellie. Hi, Nellie. Linnell's here. Hi, Linnell. So there's lots of ways that we can manifest. We can adopt the attitude of gratitude. When we are grateful for everything, we put that energy out there of gratitude, and then the universe is going to match that and bring back to us more things to be grateful for. So that's one way that we can manifest things in our life. Another way is affirmations. And I can tell you from my own experience, affirmations are fantastic. I would do them for 21 days at a time, 21 days in a row. And you have to be very specific. You can't just say, send me a boyfriend. I mean, you have to be very specific of exactly what you want, and that has to be in your affirmation. Maybe you want to eat healthier, exercise, and, lose some weight. Okay, if you're going to I mean, don't put it out there that, you know, I am losing weight. I am, you know, eating healthier. I mean, I am fit and healthy. Perfect. It's very specific. It's right to the point. And, you know, it will put the energy of that out there. And I have used affirmations a lot, and I really like them. They resonate with me. But, you know, you can find ones like on the internet. You can look up affirmations and stuff. But to me, the most powerful ones I have found were the ones that I, you know, wrote myself, because, you know, they were coming from in me, and they were my deepest desires. So I found that to be extremely powerful. Another way we can manifest is to act as if it's already happened. You know, get yourself in that mindset that, you know, this is where you already are. And you will have that attitude of being in that place that you want to be, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Acting as if it already happened will bring it to you, because you're creating that energy of it already being there. Another way we can manifest is cleaning out the clutter. You know, you have to get rid of all that old stuff and all that old energy so that there's room for the new energy to come in. And I've noticed lately that that's something that's been happening with me, is a lot of the old energy has been just kind of falling away, and all this new stuff has been coming in, and it just feels fantastic. A lot of times during the day, and, you know, when I'm busy and doing things, I don't always notice, but when I get quiet or I really pay attention, I can actually feel my body vibrating, and it's pretty intense, and it feels, you know, pretty awesome. And it's not energy that I'm receiving right now. It's not one where I'm going to be all bubbly and bouncing off the walls. It's very intense, but it's a very calming, feels like a very loving and nurturing energy. So I'm really, really enjoying that. And another way that we can manifest is through visualization. And that's what we're going to be focusing on tonight. Before we do that, I want to get in here and say hi. I see some people have jumped on. Linnell, love you first, the rest will follow. So true. Hi, Veronica. Nice to see you. Hi, Carol Ann. While Carol Ann's here, I'm just going to mention that I'm going to be a guest on her show tomorrow night. I have that in my little list of announcements here, but I'm going to let you know now. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Goldylocks Productions, I will be a guest on the Carol Ann Carey show in the Psychic Flow. So I hope you guys can join me there tomorrow. I'm really excited. Let's see here. Okay, so what I want to do is I have this great exercise that we're going to do, and it's going to give you an idea on how powerful your words are, your thoughts, and you actually have everything you need to be able to visualize things. And once you realize this, it's a very powerful tool for manifesting. One thing I do want to tell you, though, about manifesting is you don't want to become obsessed or attached to your idea of how it's going to happen. Because you're putting out there what you want. And if you say, I only want it to come to me in this way, it's very limiting. So you put out there what you want, and, you know, the universe is already working on it. And it will come to you however way the universe wants to send it to you. You might have a clear picture or idea in your head of how it's going to happen, but it could come to you in any million different ways. So don't limit yourself by focusing on how it's going to happen or when or, you know, where. You just want to, you know, put out there what you want to manifest, and you know, and you put those wheels into motion. So let's see right here. Okay. We have, okay, great. Everybody here saying hi to each other. Okay, Nellie says, very bad connection. Is anybody else having a problem with their connection, with seeing or hearing me? Let me know. Nellie, you might need to close it out and open it back up again. But, so if you're out there watching live, please say hello. I've got this really great exercise we're going to start on right now. And this is a visualization exercise. You know, it's something you may or may not have done sometime in your life, but, you know, it's pretty interesting, it's pretty powerful, and it is a lot of fun. So unless you're driving, I want you to get really comfortable. I'll wait a couple minutes here for Nellie. So how's everybody's week been going? Is everybody feeling all this energy swirling around? Connection is due to the energy. It probably is, Linnell. Probably is. Hope everybody's been having a great week. Veronica has been wanting, I've been wanting a new used car and picked what I want out of the blue this morning. My dad said he's buying me a car, the same one the same one you visualized. That is pretty awesome. Well, you made that happen really fast. Good for you. See, things are speeding up so much now, you know, with all this new energy. Let's see. Nellie's on Facebook. So it could be a Facebook issue. I am not sure. But yeah, all this energy has just been insane. And it's not keeping me from sleeping or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I've been a little bit more tired at the end of the day, which means I've been getting better sleep at night. So that's been really great. Let's see, where's she on YouTube? Okay. Okay, Veronica's having a hard time accepting that it's from my dad, but learning not to judge where it comes from. No. And you know, when we give a gift, you know, it gives people joy in doing that. I know I get a great deal of joy from giving someone a gift. And if they were to say, oh, I don't want that or reject it, I mean, you're taking away my joy of giving it. So I used to have a hard time receiving. And that's how I started justifying it, I guess you could say, with myself, you know, because I know how much joy it brings me to give to others. And by me not accepting something they're giving to me, then I'm taking away their joy. And when you look at it like that, Veronica, you know, it's a win-win for both of you. So that's really awesome that your dad did that for you. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with this exercise. So, and like I said, unless you're driving, because you don't want to do this when you're driving, I want you guys to get comfortable. I want you to take a deep breath and relax. Now, allow your eyes to close. Just relax for a moment. Be here in the moment. I would like you to imagine yourself standing in your kitchen or a kitchen that is familiar to you. Look around. Notice everything. Are there windows? Are they open? If they are, what do you hear outside? You hear cars going by? Birds singing? Is the sun shining in the windows? Is the light on? Notice. Notice everything. Be very observant and be very mindful. Now, imagine you are standing next to the counter and you see a bowl of lemons. There is a small cutting board laying next to them, as well as a large, sharp knife. Imagine yourself reaching out and picking up one of the lemons. Hold it in your hand. Notice its size, its weight. Is it heavy? Does it feel light? Close your hand around it as you notice its shape. Is it kind of oval? Or is it more round? Open your hand, take your other hand and feel the bumpy texture of the lemon. Now imagine yourself lifting it up to your nose and smell the freshness of this freshly picked lemon. Breathe it in. Notice how it smells. Now imagine yourself putting the lemon down on the cutting board, holding it in place with one hand while you pick up the knife with the other hand. Can you feel the heaviness of the knife in your hand? Now, while holding the lemon in place with one hand, slowly begin to cut it in half with the other. Feel the weight of the knife pressing down on the outside of the lemon. Feel the resistance lessening as it begins to cut through the outside of the lemon and into the center. Imagine yourself taking one of the halves you have just cut and cut it again. Notice that a couple drops of juice has gathered on the surface of the cutting board. Now, take one of the quarters of lemon and slowly lift it to your mouth. Smell the fresh, sharp scent of the lemon as you bite into the sour, juicy pulp. How does it taste? Is your mouth salivating? That is the power of your words. That is the power of your thoughts. That is the power of your visualization. That is your power to manifest. Never doubt it again. You are so powerful. It is time for you to step into your power. So what did you guys think of that exercise? Could you actually see the lemon, taste the lemon, feel the lemon? I know the first time I did it, it was super powerful for me. And I didn't even realize that, like, all of my life I've been doing visualization. I just didn't know there was a name for it. And, you know, there's a lot of fun exercises that you can do to practice, you know, and to get really good at visualizing things. Some things you can do is, like, close your eyes. Imagine the color blue. See the color blue. And you keep focusing on it and you will see the color. And you can do it with shapes. And then you can put the colors and shapes together, like a red triangle or, you know, a purple circle. And it's really fun to do. And before I even heard about this, I used to do this. And I used to do it when I was driving, which, you know, now I know you're not supposed to do that. But I could somehow, I don't know how, but somehow I could focus on like 2 or 3 things at the same time. And that is one really good way to practice visualization. Linnell said, loved that. Oh, good. Veronica, I visualize better with my eyes open, though. Well, that's fine. Veronica said that was crazy. Linnell, I pinpoint the center of pain to heal it all about the center point. Oh, that's good. So you can see how powerful your thoughts are. I mean, maybe you didn't think about it before, but when you look at it from a different perspective like this, you can see how powerful, you know, what you think and what you say is. So keep this in mind, you know, when you're saying negative things about yourself. Only positive, you know, self-talk, because your body hears everything your mind says. And, you know, that experience that you just had with the lemon, your body doesn't know that that didn't really happen, that you visualized it, but your body reacted the same way. So you have to think about it that, you know, when you talk down to yourself, your body hears that and it reacts. So you always want to keep your thoughts and your words positive, especially, I mean, it's very important for yourself, and that's very important for your self-healing and your self-care. You know, I hear people, not so much anymore, but, you know, I've heard people like, they'll do something and they'll be like, oh, I'm such an idiot. You're not an idiot, and don't say that. You don't ever want to talk down to yourself. Richard said, wow. And Manal says, true that. Veronica says, thanks for that. That you're welcome. I thought that would be something really fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. So you can see how important, you know, visualization can be in manifesting. If you guys have any questions or you guys want a card, you know, just pop that in the comments there. I am going to show you again, because I know some people have popped on from before, but some of the cards that the angels gave me for tonight was courage, speaking your truth. And Veronica said a game changer for sure. That is awesome. Now I'm so excited to hear that, Veronica. Thank you. Sharing of yourself and birthing a new age. And I love this card because that's exactly what we are doing right now, is we're birthing a new world for ourselves and for everyone else. Richard says, my mom and I talked about sunroof on her car before she got it. Oh, wow. You brought that into being, Richard, you and your mom. So I do have a few announcements that I'm going to do right now before I forget. And I did write these down so I don't forget to tell you guys. Oh, I had talked a couple weeks ago about the orbs I was seeing in my bedroom. And I wanted you guys to know that I did post them on Facebook. I believe it was over the weekend on the Transformational Soul page. And I think there's 2 videos and 3 pictures. So those are there if you guys want to take a look at them. And like I said, tomorrow night, I am at 8 p.m., same time as tonight. I will be a guest on Caroline Carey's show in the Psychic Flow, so I hope you guys can join me. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about this energy. And, you know, this energy, and I talked last week, if you didn't get to see the show because, you know, we had the technical difficulties and weren't on Facebook, I was talking about this session that I had with Susan Redvine. So check that out on YouTube. But that, in addition to all this new energy, I've had a lot of energy and stuff happening to me. So I had a lot of clarity and knowingness about where I need to put my focus and my attention. Okay, I will get to your cards in a minute. Hi, Joyce. I'm so happy you could be here. Thank you so much, Linnell, for the super sticker. That is awesome. And my focus is now going to be on my, on my writing and on my services that I offer. I am working on some more books. When I had started my first one, I had also started a few others. And, you know, over the last year, you know, I've slowly worked on those. So they will be I'll be able to publish those this year. But I am working on another one that's a lot, I mean, it's kind of along the same track as Metamorphosis, but it's more of a what happens after you awaken type thing. You know, how do you live an authentic life once you do wake up? So I'm hoping that will be able to be published by October. And if I can do that, it will be the anniversary of the first book, which I think is kind of cool. So anyways, I am going to be expanding my spiritual business, and I'm going to be offering more services. And when that stuff becomes available, the information, I will let you know. I'm also going to be, I'm in the process of writing a couple of master classes for Goldylocks Productions. I know one of them is going to be on how to publish your own book, because I've had a lot of people ask me about that. So I'm going to do one on that. And, once that all gets further along, I will get all that information to you guys. And let's see what else is there. If there's any special topics that you guys would like covered in a masterclass, let me know. We'll see what we can do about, making that happen. And also, since I'm going to be focusing my attention and my focus and these and my energy and on these, these specific places, I am going to be closing out my crafting business. So once I can get inventory of, what I have and get some pictures uploaded and that, I'm going to have a huge clearance sale. So there will be some great deals. So I will let you guys know about that as well. And also, if anyone would be interested, if you're so moved to do so, you are now, we have the ability we have the super chat and we have the Venmo donations. But if you want to, you can also sponsor my show or any of the shows on Goldylocks Productions for a month. And you would just need to get more info from my amazing, beautiful, love and light-filled producer, Tiffany, White Sage Woman. So that's pretty exciting. Lots of things, in the works. But as soon as I know anything, I will let you guys know. Let's see. I know some people wanted a card here. Joyce, or I'm sorry, Linnell would love a card for the visit I'm going on with my girls. Graduation and bridal party. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Linnell. Okay, let's see what we have here. Thank you so much for your super sticker, Richard. I'm not sure if I said that or not, so thank you. And Linnell. Okay, Linnell, look at this. You got the life review card. And Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So the feeling that I am getting is that maybe there are a few things that I don't know if I would necessarily say unhealed, or I feel like maybe there's been a little bit of conflict possibly between you and a family member, and maybe there's been some hurt feelings, and they're just wanting you to take a look at the situation from a different perspective. And, anything can be healed. Any situation, anything. We just have to do the work. They're also wanting you to take a long look, back over the last few years. Take a look at where you feel like you're headed and make sure that you feel like you are keeping your life in balance. They don't want you to be, over here with work and then over here with something else. They want it more even. So that's what I'm getting for you, Linnell. I hope you have a really good trip. Wow, graduation and bridal party. That sounds like fun. Richard would like a card. Let's see here. Richard. What message do we have for Richard today? Victory, Richard. Victory. And Archangel Sandalphon says, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So, Richard, some good news is on the way for you. Just keeping the faith like you have been. You know what you're wanting to manifest. Know that your prayers are being heard. Know that you are headed in the right direction, and that everything is going to work out for your highest and best good. So I hope that helps, Richard. And let's move down these comments here. Oh, I went too far, guys. It's not fair. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Alrighty. Joyce would love a card. Oh, you're so welcome. Hi, Devin. I'm glad you could join us. We did a really fun exercise a little bit ago, and I hope you can catch the replay because I think you would really enjoy it. So let's see. This was for Joyce, I believe. Okay, Joyce. Joyce. It's nice to see you here, Joyce. I know you've had a lot of stuff going on, and I'm glad you could, stop by and say hi. Oh, here we go. Joyce, this card is from Archangel Sandalphon, gentleness. And Archangel Sandalphon says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And Joyce, I feel like you are a very giving person, and sometimes you give too much. Too much meaning that you have to make sure you take good care of yourself. Make sure that you are giving yourself everything and that you're not giving it all away. You have to take care of yourself first. Fill yourself up so that you can better give to others. So, and sometimes I feel like maybe you don't, but you are such a kind and giving person that, you always put other people's needs before yours. Well, it's time, my friend, that you start putting yours first. Take better care of yourself. Self-healing, self-care is so crucial to our growth and, to our livelihood. So just make sure you're taking some extra time for you and focusing on what you want. And know that people do appreciate everything that you do for them, though. You're like a godsend to them. So I just want you to know that. Devin says, hello, my friend. Just got out of the field. Live life with love in your heart, always. Linnell says, I'm watching better this trip. Oh, Linnell says, spot on. Oh, that's awesome, Linnell. Thank you for the validation. Oh, Jan is here. Hi, Jan. How are you? Jan is just joining. Would love a card. All right. I'll give you one, Jan. Let's see. And Jan, I'll tell you too, since you joined just a little bit late, we did this wonderful visualization exercise. So I hope you can catch the replay because I think you will really enjoy it. Because it shows us just how powerful our thoughts are, and it's pretty amazing. So Jan, Archangel Azrael has comfort for you. Archangel Azrael says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And Jan, I feel like you have a lot going on too. I just feel like you're going off in like a bunch of directions and not exactly sure where to go. Like you're in the center of a wheel. I'm seeing a wheel with the spokes, and the spokes are all your different directions, and you're right in the center. You're not sure where to go. And it just keeps spinning and spinning, and it's making me dizzy. But I feel like you are not sure. Meditate on it. See if you can meditate on which direction you need to go. Meditating can be a great tool as well. Sometimes we have to get out of our own way in order to be shown the right path, because our mind and our ego self get in the way, and we're not really sure which way to go. And sometimes we have to step aside in order to see the true path. Jan said exactly, trying to just wait for answers. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Jan. I hope that helps. Richard said, thank you. Oh, your indigo child. Joy says, thank you. Veronica says, I have to work on visualizing some extra zeros on the current 1 cent in my bank account. Well, you can do that. You can manifest money. What about an affirmation like, my bank account is overflowing? I've done meditations like that when, or not meditations, but affirmations like that when I wasn't sure, I had enough in the bank to cover what I needed and stuff. And somehow, $50 comes out of nowhere, or $100. And like I said, don't limit yourself on how it's going to get to you. I really, truly believe that we can manifest anything. But you have to believe it too. And I will tell you that the affirmations do work. And when you do them every single day for like 3 weeks, it's very powerful. And when you say them out loud, it lifts your spirits and it changes your energy, which is going to help draw that to you even more. Richard says, I am flowing with abundance. There you go. That is beautiful, Richard. That is beautiful. So, anybody else? If anybody else is out there that would like a card. And I will say too, that I talked about that I have some more books that'll be coming out. I also have a card deck. I am Affirmation Cards, which I started, or I actually did them last year. And I was in a group with Jan, and she messaged me one day because she liked the way I said my affirmations. And she said, a little birdie told me that you should make those into cards or something. I can't remember the exact message. But this was something that I was working on, planning on doing. And that right there gave me the validation that I was supposed to do that. So that's like, I have a lot of this stuff that's already pretty much done, maybe like 95% done on my computer. It's just a matter of getting it to where it needs to be. Yes, so exciting. It was really exciting. And I'm really, I checked around and I couldn't find anything out there that was exactly like, the ones that I'm doing. So I don't feel like they're just going to be all the same. So I also have with me the other deck of cards, the Work Your Light cards. And I would be happy if you guys want one of those too, since we still have a bit more time. And excuse me. Gotta get some water here. Somebody needs to speak their truth a little bit there. I keep having to clear my throat. And I feel like I've been on here speaking mine, so I don't think it's mine. I don't think it's me. But I am really excited. It's really exciting to feel things in life with so much clarity and feeling so much more empowered. And I had a very strange experience the other night, something that's never, ever happened to me. And I told you all about the great experience I had with that session, going into the Akashic Records and the huge energy boost I got, in addition to all the stuff that's been here, and how I can sit and feel my body vibrating. And the other night I was making dinner, I was taking the pan out of the oven, and I had a pot hold. Of course, I had pot holders to hold the pan. Well, one of them must have been either wet or really thin, because as I took it out, it felt like the only thing holding that pan was my finger. And it was the whole side of my index finger, pretty much from my fingertip right to my hand. And as it was happening, I'm like, oh, wow, it really burned. So after dinner, I was trying to hurry up and get dinner on the table, so I just ran it under cold water and thought, well, we have an aloe plant, and I thought, my grandma always called it the burn plant. So I thought I'll go pinch a piece of that off. Well, after dinner, I didn't even think about it anymore. But the next day, I got up, and every time I've had many burns in the last year or so from being clumsy when I'm cooking. And I know how mine do, you know, and how they blister, and they'll be very tender and hurt. Well, I got up the next day, and I noticed that my finger wasn't sore. My finger wasn't tender at all, and there's no blister. You cannot even tell that I got burned. And when it happened, it felt like it was going through so many layers. I mean, I thought it was going to be really nasty, and it's absolutely fine. It's like it just healed itself. Nothing like that has ever happened to me before. And I thought it was pretty much the most amazing thing. So every week now, I'm starting to have like some really awesome experiences, and it just gets more and more exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, if you guys can, go on the Transformational Soul Facebook page and check out those pictures that I posted, I think it was earlier this week or over the weekend, of the orbs that I've been seeing in my room. They are pretty interesting. I never experienced anything like that either, but some pretty amazing things have been going on in the last couple of months. And I think it's really exciting. I think it all has to do with all this amazing energy and all of that. So I am going to pull a couple cards here for the group. Let's see. This is from that Work Your Light cards. Okay, let's see. Keepers of the Earth. And that's a very, all these cards have really beautiful artwork. Mine are, the ones that I'm doing are a bit more plain, but they look really pretty, I think. It says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Ancient ancestors are always with you, as well as your angels, your guides. You can call any of them in anytime you want to. Call them in to help you. Call them in to assist you. They will be there for you, but you have to ask for their help. When I was a kid, I was taught that I had a guardian angel, and this is just the way, I don't know, it kind of blows my mind when I think about this now as an adult, but as a child, this like really stuck with me. And I was told that I had a guardian angel who was with me all the time. And my guardian angel did everything that I did. So as a child, I always felt like if I did something that I shouldn't be doing, that I was making my guardian angel do that. And when I think about it now, I mean, I really see that for what it is. But at the time as a child, I really watched what I did because I didn't want to be the reason my guardian angel was misbehaving. But we do all have a guardian angel, and we do all have a whole team of angels. And maybe next week we will do a meditation to meet yours. How fun would that be? So, they just told me that, so I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. That I've done some meditations like that, and it was just the most amazing, beautiful experience. And, it can be very, very fun. Okay, Veronica, I will pull you a card here. Let's see. What do the angels want you to know, Veronica? Oh. This is ladies. And this says, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And for some reason, Veronica, I feel like you got this card before from me. I could be mistaken, but that seems awfully familiar. I do feel like you have a double mission. And this says channeling and uplifting humanity. And, there's so many ways you do uplift people. And I know we talked about this before about your humor. You have such a great sense of humor. And, you know, I really feel like you're getting a lot of messages. And I know that you are able to channel on the other side. So, you know, this herein may lie your mission. This may be your purpose. It's really something that you probably should, you know, feel it out a little more. Because I feel like, you know, this is something that would be very powerful for you. I feel like all of that ability is right there for you. You just have to step into it. So I hope that helps you. Okay. So what's been going on with that, all of you? I know there's been a lot of, like we talked about, all this new energy coming in and how amazing it's been. But how has it been affecting you in your life? Is it affecting your sleep at all? Is it affecting your daily routine? What have you noticed that's been different? Anybody? I have to pick up my cards that I dropped. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay. So I told you pretty much all the stuff that I've been noticing. I noticed that every time I sit down on the couch, I'm surrounded by dogs, even more so than I was. There's two, but that's where they always lay, one on my lap and one next to me with their head on my lap. I know they're feeling the energy. I can tell. And my dog used to like to come in here when I was doing my show. Well, in the beginning she did, but the last couple of months she doesn't like to so much. She'll come in here and she will, I don't know, start whimpering and want to go out. And I've come to realize that it's the energy. I don't know if there's too much energy in here for her. I don't know if it's just she's overwhelmed by it. I'm not really sure yet. But I've noticed that change in her. And I've noticed it especially since the orbs have been around. So I'm feeling like since the orbs have been flying around, that there's been an increase in energy in the room itself. Devin would like a card. Okay, Devin. Joy says, my dog too, right up against me or looking past me. Oh yeah, don't you love the looking past you one? I watch my, I think, let's see, December, January, February, March, April, May, my about 4.5-month-old granddaughter during the day. And she does that to me all the time. I'll be holding her and she'll be looking right over my shoulder at something all the time and just laughing. I'm like, are you talking to the angels over there? And she'll just cackle. I know. You can tell, like, they don't have a filter. You know, they don't realize that we're not seeing what they're seeing because they're so young. They just don't have that filter to say, oh, you know, what is that? What's going on? So it's kind of cool. And it would be really nice if kids could keep that openness. But, you know, sometimes as life goes on, they lose a lot of that just from, you know, their everyday experiences. Or, you know, sometimes you start talking about stuff like that when you're a little child. Heck yeah. And, you know, some parents can't handle it. Some parents can't handle it at all. And it just really freaks them out. So that a child shuts down. But it's just really important to keep that open. Okay, so Devin wanted a card. That would be great, Devin. Let's see what we have for you. What would the angels like you to know tonight? Let's see. Okay. Devin. This is Archangel Azrael, and this is the comfort card. And it says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And when, you know, I feel like when they say helping your heart to heal, that doesn't necessarily mean like someone passed away or that you broke up with someone or anything like that. I just really feel like doing some work on your heart chakra would help to balance it a little more and help it to be spinning a little freer. There's so many things in life that can, you know, start shutting down and slowing down our chakras. You know, environmental things that like, I can't even think now, chemicals, pollution, you know, food that we eat. So many different things can hinder our chakras working at their optimal rate and speed. So they're wanting you to do a meditation that focuses on energizing your heart chakra and balancing it a little more. It feels like it's a little bit uneven. So that's for you, Devin. Okay, let's see. Somebody, Sugar Magnolia. Hi, Kim. I'm going to pull a card for you. Glad you could pop on. And for anybody that didn't hear this or wasn't here earlier, I hope you can catch the recap because we did this really fun visualization and exercise. And I think you would really enjoy it and benefit from it. So if you can catch that, you know, later, you know, I hope you do. And next week we will be doing a meditation to meet your angels or guides. I haven't decided or figured out which one they want to do yet. But I will. They'll let me know. Let's see. Kim, you got the card of clear cognizance. And Archangel Uriel is saying to pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. I feel like you're getting a lot of information coming in right now. I have been feeling that myself. I've been feeling like bombarded with new ideas. And yesterday my head was just spinning from it and I had to just stop and remember where I need to focus on my energy. But I feel like, you know, some new ideas are coming to you and they're going to be very fruitful for you and you need to go with it. Don't hesitate. Know that the angels are guiding you every step of the way and that they are with you. So I hope that helps you, Kim. Veronica says, ha, I pulled that card myself yesterday, and yes, you pulled it in my free reading. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right, Devin said, thank you so very much. You're so welcome. So we have a few more minutes here. And I would just, for those that joined a little later, Veronica says, I think fear is holding me back, working on it. Well, fear is what held me back for years and years and years. So I can totally relate to that and totally understand it. And the only thing I can say is the only way to get rid of that fear is to just do it. And I know how scary that sounds because it wasn't that long ago that I felt that way. But you know deep down inside what you can do. You know. And you just got to step out of your way. You know, it's time. It really is, Veronica. It is time. You know, the world needs you. The world needs the gifts that you have to offer, the gifts that only you can bring. And you really need to feel that and empower yourself with that. You know, what helps you to feel empowered? For me, like when I want to really get in that space, you know, where I feel like invincible and I can do anything, I put on a song and dance around the kitchen. And I'll do it. It's like one song that really resonates with me is from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me. And I will sing that song, like screaming it, just dancing around the house, and I'll do it over and over and over. And by the end, man, I feel like I could go out and conquer the world. It just makes me feel so strong and empowered. So find what works for you. Find what works for you and go with it. see. Kim said, trying to write things down. Yes, many messages. Right ear ringing for days. Yes, I understand the ringing. And I've had that ringing in my ears for as long as I can remember. And as my energy changes, I've noticed that the tone of it changes. But you really notice it the most at night, like when the world is asleep and everything is quiet and still. Oh, goodness. Then you can really, really notice it. Sometimes it feels like, it's going to just like vibrate out of your head. So I used to think, first I thought it was in both of my ears, but then they go like that. Sometimes I think it's like inside my head. So I'm not really sure, but it's there. Jan's had the ringing lately, and so has her daughter. Oh. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Jan, your daughter's extremely intuitive too. So, see, we're all experiencing a lot of the same symptoms, and it's very exciting. Very exciting. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. You're not late. You're right on time. You're right on time. But I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you, if that's okay, because pretty soon we'll be out of time, and I don't want to miss you. And, if I did miss anybody, I don't think I did, but if I did, let me know, because, it wasn't my intention. Okay, Sarah, oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, Sarah. This is actually the card that they gave me for the group before the show as well. The Courage card. And it's Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. I feel like that card isn't just meant for you, Sarah. I feel like it's meant for somebody else who's not speaking their truth. But for you, Sarah, I feel like you are very courageous. I feel like you know what you need to do, and you're ready, willing, and able to do it. And I feel like a lot of things are changing for you in a good way. And, pretty soon you're going to be feeling like you're on top of the world. But no matter what comes your way, have no fear. You can do anything. You can do everything. And totally believe that. I believe it. You need to believe it too if you don't already. But that's very exciting. Joyce has the ringing in her ears too. Look at this. This is so awesome. Well, whoever mentioned that a little bit ago, thank you, because it looks like that's something very common with all of us with this increase in energy. I've been used to mine for so long that, I tend to forget it's even there. And I know some people get it so bad that it's like debilitating to them, where they can't even function. If it is annoying to you, please talk to the angels, ask them to tone it down a little bit so it's more manageable for you, because they don't want you to be uncomfortable. Veronica said she can hear the doggy. Yeah, she's been grumbling a little bit. I left the door open for her this time so she can come and go as she pleases. But she's just not having it. Richard said, good night, everyone, and sweet dreams. Good night, Richard. Thank you all for being here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. You have no idea what your love and support, for me and the show means to me. I've had a lot of great response this week from my book. So grateful for that. I'm just really grateful to know and to have the validation that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just want to say I'll see you guys next week. And if you're around tomorrow night, please join me on Carol and Carrie's show in the Psychic Flow on Goldylocks Productions at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you then. I love you. Bye.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.